Hi folks, we're Mike and Trisha and our wee dog Kira, and coming up in this one we're out and about at our favourite Scottish motorhome stopover where I have a wee sing-song. And stood against them, proud Edward's army. And we go off for a bit of shopping to find a book or two. Later I go off in search of the castle that wasn't there. Or was it? Hello folks, and welcome back to Mike and Trisha out and about. Now we're still working our way along the Moray coastline. Started at Findlater and we're just working our way along. We've arrived today at Cullen. Now I know we were at Cullen fairly recently. If you saw that video where we were at the pet cemetery, yeah, it brought a wee tear to our eye. And then we just went out and we explored around Cullen. It's just such a lovely little place. It's a motorhome Aire that's here, and we absolutely love it. There's parking for quite a few camper vans or motorhomes in there. We always try to get one that's facing out to sea because you get the views. And well, normally you would get the views. You're not going to get any today because there's this haar coming in from the sea, and it's a really, really thick one. So anyway, we're going out for a little walk at the moment into Cullen. Trisha and Kira are with me.
Hi.
And we're heading up because I want to buy myself a book. I've been twiddling my thumbs a little bit at night. Trisha has got something to read and I've not had anything. So there's a little second-hand bookshop up here that I want to visit and see if I can pick up a book. Here's the little shop coming up here. It sounds like there's someone playing the bagpipes too. Or maybe they're just playing that on a record or something, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is the little shop. When we were in Elgin, I was having a look for a book, couldn't see any, and I was winding Trisha up for a little while, pretending that I was going to pick 50 Shades Darker. I wasn't. Honest.
Found you a book.
Aye, good one, The Bruins. Now, if you had an Oor Willie, then we'd be in business. There's lots of Oor Willies. There's a wedding on. It's always great to see a piper out in Scotland, isn't it? You know you're in Scotland when you hear a piper. And stood against them, proud Edward's army, and sent them homeward to think again. Come on, piper, keep up with me. Now there's another bookshop here that we can go into, actually Bits and Bobs. They sell all kinds of second-hand bric-a-brac. So I couldn't find a book in that last shop other than my Oor Willie. So I'll see what I can find in here. Oh, these are all older books, aren't they?
Oh, yes, sir.
A good old collection of old books.
Shifting things around.
Oh, I see, okay. What's through here?
Whoa.
Clothes. It looks like all kinds of costumes and things. Lots of little hats up there. And look at this. That's an old wireless. Looks like it's made out of Bakelite. Some DVDs there, but no books. There's Patrick. Hello, Patrick. Right, Trisha's just found this one as well. Tanya Carver, the Creeper. He stalks, he kills, he's the Creeper. All right, no harm in getting a couple of books. Lots of things made out of wood. Look at this. Man with his head in his hands. And all these wooden bowls. Very well crafted, I have to say. Before we go, we have another little look around. It's no wonder the shop's called Bits and Bobs. They have a fantastic little collection of curios. Books, paintings, ornaments, you name it, they've got it. But it's time now to pay the piper.
You,
My Ur Willie is from the other shop down.
Oh, right, okay, no worries, no worries.
I think you're a bit more upmarket.
Oh, I don't know. We like it all. We like it all. £2, madam. Are you mic'd up? What's this for?
Yeah, we are. Well, we do YouTube. So,
Oh, I see, right.
You know, we kind of film every place where we go. Mostly a travel channel, so we just show the places we visit.
Excellent. Well, come to Cullen, folks. I'm staying right to the camera.
Yeah.
What's the channel?
It's called Mike and Trisha.
Mike and
Hi, Mike. Hi, Trisha. I'm Jed, my brother Jake.
Hiya.
It's Mike and Trisha out in a boot.
Out in the boot. That's a good name. Very good. I like it a lot. Lovely. Well, madam, those are yours. Happy reading. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to
Quite
meet you.
right. Yes, quite right.
Thanks
What's
a
the
lot.
doggy's name?
Kira.
Kira. You're a sweetheart, Kira. Yeah.
That's me. I'm all booked up. And that was a fantastic little shop, bits and bobs. If you're coming to Cullen, I would thoroughly recommend that. And the two guys running that shop, they're priceless.
Yes. Come to Bits and Bobs. Bye, guys. Take care.
Back at the van then, cuppa time.
Cuppa, yeah.
Spoiled for choice now, look. I've got these. And I've got this.
That's the best one.
Which one would you go for?
This one.
Yeah, well, it's always good for a laugh, isn't it, Ur Willie? It does, it kind of takes me back to my youth. I can remember all the characters. Ur Willie, Soapy Suitor, Fat Bob, Wee Eck, and there was always a girl that kind of fancied Willie, wasn't there?
Yeah, there is.
I can't remember her name. Anyway, it's really nice to be back in Cullen. This has got to be one of our favourite motorhome
I do really
air
like
stops.
Cullen, yeah. It's really good value.
It's cracking value. It's only £10 a night because we're off high season now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But high season's only 2 months, July and August.
Yeah, yeah. But look what you get when you're here. The views normally when the haar's away.
When there's no haar.
You know, you get to
No,
point the
beautiful
van out
beach.
to sea.
Beautiful beach.
Yeah, the beach is fantastic and there's walks around
Nice
about.
little shops.
And it's great to be back. This is becoming one of our favourite stops at Cullen. There's something that I wanted to do the last time that we were here and I didn't quite get around to it. There's a castle called Findlater Castle and it's right along the coast. Well, it's only about 2 miles. That's me. I'm off and heading to Findlater Castle and leaving from the little Aire here at Cullen. Now the haar, I think, is lifting a little bit. We've got some blue skies and I can actually see the top of the hills behind me, and I certainly couldn't have done that earlier. And when you look out to sea, you can definitely see that the haar is starting to lift a little bit. Hopefully by the time I get to Findlater Castle, it'll be a lovely day. You can only hope, can't you? There's the pet cemetery again. And we just need to follow the coast out this way for a couple of miles. You get all of these crocosmia plants along the coasts in Scotland and places like this, which, okay, they look nice, but they're not native plants. They're escaped from somebody's garden probably hundreds of years ago, and they seem to be colonising the place. There's lots of little places like this along the coast where you can stop for a seat. Lovely little benches put in by the community. You can sit and enjoy the views. Even if there is a haar. We're just passing Port Long Bay. Now the sign here tells me that way back in 1820 this was used by smugglers to bring in their ill-gotten gains, tobacco, gin, whiskey and the like. And on one occasion the barrels of spirits were seized after having been hidden down a drain in the local community, but one of the barrels went missing. I wonder where it was, but I'm sure the locals were happy that night. The sign back there says it's 2 miles to Findlater Castle. Doesn't sound a lot, but I know the terrain is going to be quite rough. And that's the end of this nice gravelly path too. From here on in, it's going to be a little bit more hard going. Here's another little seat here. Well, why not? Why not? Somebody's got to sit here and admire the views. There's another species that doesn't look like a native in the background there. It's either pampas grass or it's miscanthus. I think it's miscanthus. Anyway, another garden escapee. I'm going to sit here and just enjoy this. And is it my imagination, or is that haar actually starting to lift a little bit? Right, come on. There's a lot of bracken and gorse on this trail, and it's coming at you from both sides. You just need to try and work your way through it. That's all you can do. It looks like it's getting quite steep at this point, and Kira has decided that she wants to be in the lead. So fair enough, I'm going to let her. She can lead and I'll follow. Reach the top of that little hill and now getting the views that I was hoping for. Have a look at that. And where that chap's coming down, well, that's where we're going up. Right, this way, Kira, be careful now. It's me that really needs to be careful. I've only got 2 legs, you've got 4. There's a big set of steps here. Come on, this way, you manage. Come on, up you go. Good girl. That was quite a tough bit coming up these rocks. Kira managed it okay, but I struggled a little bit. Thankfully, I've got the boots on. A little bit of scrambling using both hands, or one hand and one on the camera. Looks like I'm going to turn here, and I think it's going to drop down. I have to say, they were incredibly steep. Huge flat pieces of stone which have actually been laid there by hand. The story goes, and we've had it on good authority, one of the locals that we met this morning told us about it, a chap called Tony Hetherington, actually laid all of these stone slabs himself, one by one, obviously using all kinds of ropes and levers, but he managed to put them in himself one by one. Quite an incredible feat. And I think without these, I don't know how you would manage to get up there or down. You could see that I really struggled coming down. Kira managed a lot better than I did. 4 legs always better than 2, but I had to really take my time and just come down slowly. So you can understand why this memorial was erected by the people of Cullen to remember Tony Hetherington, 1949 to 1993. What an achievement putting these steps in. Still no sign of the castle. More bracken to go through. This time it's just about as high as I am. Yep, in fact it's taller. There's a little board here telling me about Charlie's cave. Charlie Marioni, he was a French Navy man, and he basically went AWOL during the First World War. He was over here and decided he wasn't going back, and decided to make a little house here in a cave right here in Cullen, and he lived here for 13 years. It's got to be worth a look, hasn't it? It's down this way. I've followed the trail down to the coast and I've had a really good look around. Now I can't see any caves down there, and I did a full 360, can't see anything. So I guess this is it. There's a little wall in front here. Very, very small, and I suppose this is where the door would have been. Yeah, I was expecting it to be deep, but it's not. Is this definitely it? I don't know. If you're from Cullen, please let me know. I'm glad to say that that last bit's over. The trail seems to follow along the beach now. Kira's down there. She thinks she's going to get some BALL play, which is not. We need to get cracking. Come on, Kira, this way. Kira, what are you doing down there? Well, maybe you've got it right. Maybe that's where you go, because there's no trail here, or at least, nah, this can't be a trail, can it? I don't think that's a trail. No, I don't think this is a trail. I think Kira's got it right and I've got it wrong. I think I should be down there. I'm not totally sure, but I think that's the way. Right, I'm just going to drop down. Here we go. Right, Kira, I think that you got it right. Let's follow the beach and we'll see where this goes. Right, 10 minutes along that beach. Is this a trail? Could this possibly be a trail? It looks like it could be a trail. A little trail going along that way. Or do I keep going along the beach? I don't know. Honestly, it's heads or tails at the moment. Right, I'm going to try the trail. I don't know how long I'm going to get, but I'm going to give it a try. This is really tough. It's got to be the hardest 2 miles I've ever done. Doesn't help not being fit, but it keeps going up and up and up. Very humid. I think the fleece is going to come off. That's me at the top of that bit. The fleeces definitely came off. And there's a sign here, this path has been damaged by severe weather. Use it at your own risk. Could they not have put that sign at the bottom? Looks like we're finally here. The sign says no metal detecting. So this has got to be it. Ah, there we go. Findlater Castle, a castle so fortified by the nature of its situation as to seem impregnable. Yep, it's got to be something to see. Let's have a look. And here we go. Let's have a look. Looking forward to this. There it is. The mighty Findlater Castle. What do you think of that? Isn't it impressive? There's a nice little seat here where you can just take in the magnificent views of the castle. Ah, what can you say? I mean, joking aside, it's been a really challenging walk getting here and such an anticlimax. The castle's there, I just know it's there, but I can't see it. And in my bag, I've got my drone, our little drone Midge, all ready to go, but not a chance. The drone wouldn't see anything either, and you can't let it out of your line of sight. I can't see a path down. There may be one, but I would get down there and I probably couldn't see anything even from down there, and it might actually be a bit dangerous, so nothing else for it. I'm going to have to head back now. That's me back at the van. I sure am tired out, so I'm going to have this glass of Coke. I think Trisha's coming out to join me, and I'll tell her all about it. The thing is, right, after I had shown you the shots of the haar and the castle that wasn't there, I sat down for 5 minutes just to put things away in my bag, and within the 5 minutes I was starting to get a view of the castle peeking through the haar, and then I gave it another 5 minutes and it had cleared even further. Now by that time I was so tired that I thought I just have to get back. It was like I'd reached the limit, I'd reached my cut-off point. I was too tired to go down to the castle. I decided to come back. So anyway, here I am. I'm enjoying this Coke and just enjoy the rest of the night here at the van in Cullen. See you on the next one.